half guard. So we're going to start with talking about quarter guard, which is not really a good position. So if I get quarter guard, it's kind of just a stall, and he can actually, if he cross faces me, so if he works the top of my head and makes me look away, I'm going to lose what I got, which isn't much. So when I get here, I want to protect my head here. So he goes to cross face me, he can't turn my head. The other thing is, if my elbow gets across his center line, quarter guard becomes him halfway to my back. So when I'm in the quarter guard, I need to protect here, and I need to keep my elbow on his hip here. So if my elbow's on his hip here, he can't come up, and he can't. And as he pushes into me, it helps me anchor in this position. So then from here, my goal is to get my bottom leg, my left leg, over his knee. And so I can, with my inside leg, my right leg hooked, I can give him a little bump or bump with my legs here. I can even bridge into it, but just be careful planting your feet that you don't let the foot go. So keep your feet close, little bump, or just bump with the legs. Once we've bumped with the legs, I'm going to try to find my elbow on the inside and step over his leg. Once I get to here, the back of my thigh is going to push down on the top of his knee. I'm going to try to rotate him around and get the underhook and come into half guard. So if we can specific train quarter guard here, this scenario where his goals would be to cross face and flatten me out and get his foot free and go. So work the top of the head and get the foot out. Or if he can disconnect a little bit, get my elbow across, he can start working up towards getting to my back. And then my goal is to not let him do that and then get over the knee and get to some kind of a half guard. Oh. Alright, so here we're in half guard. I have my right leg is in between his legs, so that's half guard. You can lock it up. There's a lot of ways to maintain half guard, but basically I need to keep him from getting his leg on the other side of my leg. So that can just be my calf crossed over his calf, my other calf crossed over his calf, or I could be locked up in a couple different ways. So generally, if he's chest to chest and has a cross face and the underhook, this is really good for him. So I'm a little bit behind here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my arm that's being underhooked, my left arm, under his face. I'm going to frame on his face here to make space. So this is a really good frame that I wasn't using until recently. So it seems kind of like a weird frame, but just bringing your hand in and then looking to reach your hand towards his opposite shoulder, and we can start making space here to get to a good half guard. Os. So if I messed up and he's got my arm across here, this is pretty bad for me. I can get in the arm triangle. So I'm going to grab his shoulder and try to engage my lats to relieve some of the pressure. And then in this, I'm not a big lockdown guy, but if we're really getting pressured here, I'll use lockdown to relieve pressure. So my outside leg is going to cross over, my inside leg is going to cross over my outside leg, and then my toes on the inside leg are going to be on his ankle. And I'm going to stretch his leg out, and I'm going to try to work my elbow back in to relieve the pressure. And that'll work off of, like, if he's got like a double underhook and he's really pressuring in, so his chest is really heavy on me, I can move his leg with both my legs to relieve pressure and get back. to fight. So this week, so we're in this bad half guard position. Maybe he got a head and arm choke on you, or he's got double underhooks. I'll use the lockdown here. So outside, under. So outside leg crosses, inside leg crosses your own leg and goes toes on the shin to get 2 on one leg to extend the leg and relieve pressure. Os. So this is week 1 of half guard, and we're talking about bad guard. So you guys can specific train quarter guard and half guard when the top guy has a lot of good pressure. And those are some, ask your instructor to help you. Specific train. Os.